Now, at midnight tonight, it will be exactly 70 years since the NHS came into being. On the 5th of July, 1948, the dream of healthcare for all, free at the point of delivery, became a reality.
Well, often described as the envy of the world, the service employs around 1.5 million people. Some are internationally acclaimed in their fields, but most work hard and quietly, assisted by an army of unpaid volunteers. Now, for the first of 3 special reports this week, Callum Watkinson has been to meet some NHS heroes, both sung and indeed the unsung.
Hey, how are you doing?
As the NHS turns 70, 4 patients reunited at Birmingham Children's Hospital have more reason than most to join in with the celebrations. Their transplanted kidneys have clocked up a century of life between them, and though 25 years have passed, they well remember the day they were freed from the drudgery of dialysis.
It's really exciting. You just can't explain it. You know, you look back on things when you was on dialysis which you couldn't do. You couldn't play out with your friends.
After school, I had to come to hospital twice a week and then be attached to a machine for 4 hours each time while the artificial kidney did its work.
I could have died without the NHS. My health would have deteriorated. Potentially it would have been incredibly expensive for my family, which probably couldn't afford the treatment of dialysis, couldn't afford the transplant.
If you had to pay for this kind of treatment, you'd probably be talking in the millions. Over 35 years of my life having to pay for this kind of stuff you wouldn't be able to do it, it'd be impossible. So without an NHS, you wouldn't be here, would you?
The consultant who looked after them, also still going strong, says it's unusual for transplanted kidneys to last this long.
It's absolutely marvellous because I was around when all of these patients were transplanted, and I remember when they were inpatients. And of course it's a great thrill to see them 25 years later. Sadly, we know that quite a lot of patients have lost their kidneys over that time. So to see people who've maintained their kidneys and have well-functioning kidney transplants this long after, it is fantastic.
While it's the consultants who make the headlines, unpaid volunteers help make the NHS. And there are nearly 80,000 of them, according to health charity The King's Fund. In Coventry, Betty Long started knitting clothes, toys and blankets for premature babies when she lost twin grandchildren 30 years ago.
It helps me because it's kept me going. I don't have to sit and do nothing, it's really lovely.
What is it about knitting baby clothes that you like?
Oh, because they're little dainty, lovely little things. I don't like a lot of stitches. I've got no grandchildren. No, so this is an outlet for me to knit for the babies, and I've had the pleasure of meeting some of the babies.
Back in Birmingham, the parents of a new generation of kidney patients have nothing but praise for the organisation that keeps their children alive.
They've saved her life, basically. If we didn't have the NHS, she wouldn't be here today. If it was with the kidney failure and the type 1, we just wouldn't be here. They're incredible. I love them.
But what little Poppy Liggins wants most is a new kidney.
That'd be amazing. Because, all I want to do is drink. That's all I want to do. And when you're on transplant, you can drink as much as you want. And it would just be good because then you could be free and you wouldn't have to come back. Yeah.
Who knows? Perhaps come the NHS's 100th birthday, someone from Central might be interviewing her. Callum Watkinson, ITV News.